came up with this idea. It was a multi-step process. It was a lot of steps, not quite 12, but you know, there were multi-steps to get there. It was right after we had left Promises, which is where we met. We were strolling along the Santa Monica Pier. We had just gotten out of the most amazing yoga class.
Oh, God, it was a good one.
It was just, so we were totally yoga brained out, you know, just, it was incredible.
That's how all the best ideas come to you anyway.
Exactly. And then we saw one of those ASPCA trucks, you know, with all those animals in them that you want to take all of them home. And, you know, usually you just walk right by them. But I saw this little face. And I mean, really, who can resist this little face? He's so cute, I love him. I had to have him. So Jean-Pierre came home with Sienna and I that day. And as we were taking him home, it just sort of came to us. I mean, we'd been talking about the idea of having a rehabilitation center that was very focused on yoga, because the idea of bringing yoga and rehabilitation together, I mean, they flow. Mm-hmm. They totally go together, and one helps the other. And we thought, gosh, wouldn't it be such a great idea if we could also run an animal shelter at the same time? And that's
shelter.
Exactly.
Well, because, you know, essentially when you do take in these little guys, you're responsible for them, and they pretty much depend on you for everything. I mean, right? You know, and so like their sole existence is comes from your love, and it really teaches our guests how, in such a troubled time in their life, how to find love and share that love with something else. And then they learn that they can also give themselves that same amount of love, and that can just be...
Exactly. They learn, you know, just like we learn in yoga, we learn compassion for all living beings. And, you know, that encompasses yourself, of course. And that's one of the most important things that people need to learn in rehabilitation. And being able to have compassion for another living being, for an animal, and the healing powers of animals is very key.
Each guest gets one animal, a dog or a cat, and that is their dog or cat to live with for the time that they're there. And if they choose to continue the relationship outside of the program, that's okay too.
And then, you know, a shelter animal gets a home. It's such a win-win situation. Our little friends, our animal friends, help all of our people recover and rehabilitate faster. And then our animals like Jean-Pierre gets a home. I mean, gosh, how much better can you get, right? Okay, no, Sienna, sweet. Okay, Sienna's little friend didn't make it, so we share Jean-Pierre, and Jean-Pierre makes her happy by singing sometimes, don't you? Row! 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 Come on, Sienna, he's singing. Row! Row! Singing makes her so happy. Row! 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 It's all better. Row! Oh, sweetie, he loves you so much.
Kriya. So what it is, and I'll practice on Shiva here. So you go, my tummy, I love you. My chest, I love you. My eyes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Breathe in. My tummy, I love you. My chest, I love you. My eyes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I can tell. Shiva already feels the love. Breathe in. My tummy, I love you. My chest, I love you. My eyes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Do you hear her singing?